You're listening to the Andy Snowden Stage and Screen Radio Show.
Do you ever mention that name in front of me, that filthy piece of toe rag?
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. 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 I'm going downtown tonight. What's going on?
Right then, here we go with the what's-ons in and around the Wrexham area, and we're going to start with this piece of information. Now, following on from the mammoth record-breaking sellout production of Mold Riots last October, when they took over the streets of Mold, Theatre Clwyd are at it again, and yet again, your theatre needs your cooperation. Now, listen up. This year's production is called Project Hush, and it is a co-production with the Papertrail Theatre Company, telling the story of those who worked in the Rhydymwyn munitions factory in 1940, where incredibly key elements of the atomic bomb were developed. Theatre Clwyd are looking for over 100 volunteer actors, singers, stage managers, backstage crew and wardrobe. And yesterday I caught a word with the community producer Alice.Evans to tell us more about it. So sit back and enjoy Alice.Evans on the Stage and Screen Show, Calon FM.
Well, I was actually just having a bit of a recap actually from when I spoke to you last year, and it's literally been 12 months. Has it been a good year for you?
It's been absolutely amazing, yeah. Such a great experience, and getting to know Flintshire and the community has been, amazing. It's been a whirlwind and a roller coaster, but it's been great.
Absolutely. I mean, God, you were really thrown in at the deep end. I remember you saying that. I mean, when you first took over, you basically got this job to stage the mammoth Mold Riots, and there was a fantastic response to it. And it was such a success story for both Theatre Clwyd and for Mold. So much so, you're doing it again, right?
Yes, so we're doing it again, and Mold Riots was such a great show, both for the community, for Theatre Clwyd. So we're going to be launching another ambitious theatrical event called Project Hush, which is going to be a co-production with Welsh theatre company Papertrail, and will reveal a secret history of those who worked at Rhydymwyn munitions factory, where the atomic bomb was tested in 1940.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's going to be another epic event on site. So we're not going to be doing it at the theatre, it's going to be in Rhydymwyn, and we're looking for another 100 community members to get involved in all sorts of ways, just like Mold Riots. Right.
I mean, I've got to be honest with you, the Mold Riots was, I mean, for me as an audience member, it was so much bigger and better than I ever imagined it would be. Was it the same from your end?
Yeah, it was. We couldn't really imagine what it was going to be like, and what the response was going to be like, both for everyone in the cast and those watching, and for the town and everyone talking about it, and the company, all of the relationships were made and the connections that were made, and was something that we couldn't really know when we first started. Yeah. So the journey that they all went on, and the learning and the experience they got out of it was incredible, and all of the stories and that they have taken away from it has been really amazing to kind of hear.
Yeah, but Papertrail, they kind of specialise in this kind of work, don't they? The unique sort of theatrical experiences, that's their forte. I mean, as I say, it was a unique theatrical experience for the Mold Riots, for both performers and the audiences alike. I mean, I don't think there's anything more exciting actually as an audience member to experience something like that. So let's talk about Project Hush then, because it's tell us again what the story is. It's set in 1945, is it?
In 1940, two physicists calculated that the building of uranium atomic bomb was possible, and then they basically needed a secret facility to test it out, and the Churchill government chose Rhydymwyn, North Wales, which is quite interesting.
Yeah.
And therefore there were kind of many munitions workers selected to aid the scientists working on this secret weapon. And then it was, the first steps in building an atomic bomb, and it was also used to store the mustard gas shells. So, they were creating the weapons there too.
Well, incredibly. I mean, just again, to talk about Mold Riots. I mean, it's a massive part of our history that I absolutely knew nothing about, and I've lived here 50 years, and it's so something like that is it's quite remarkable, really. But so you're looking for, what is it, like 100 cast members or 100 people to do everything?
100 cast members,
right?
And then also stage managers, people to help with the costume, people to help with the props and set, photographers. Also, we're looking for a budding designer, director, choreographer, and producer to come on board and shadow the creatives. So they'll get kind of really a great opportunity to be hands-on with the whole journey, kind of be part of the team.
Well, that's an experience really that literally money can't buy, isn't it? So if people do want to get involved in it, I mean, for the actors, for argument's sake, do they need to have been? I mean, now I know, of course, from the many community players I've seen at Theatre Clwyd, you're building up quite a company of community players. So if people are new to it, can they just come along and try and audition for it, or how does it work?
Absolutely. We just as Mold Riots, so it was kind of 50-50. People had never done anything like this before, and I would definitely say, even if you think that theatre isn't for you or acting isn't for you, then you can always come along to one of our taster workshops, which is on the 23rd of April or 9th of May, and there's more details online, and you can always email me, which my email address is online, and come along to find out a bit more. And then also, if you're wanting to get involved either in the backstage crew or as an actor, then you can come along to one of our sign-up sessions, which is 30th of May, 31st of May and 6th of June, and you can sign up to one of those online. And that's how you get involved. But absolutely, there's no need for any experience whatsoever in order to do this, just interest.
Fantastic.
In what it's all about. Yeah.
So when's it actually run? Is it September? Is that right?
Yeah, September the 20th to the 4th of October.
Oh wow, it's a biggie.
Yeah.
It's quite a long run, isn't it? That's so.
It's not every day that you'll be on having a performance, but it's a two week run.
Absolutely fantastic. Again, I got to say, I find this kind of work so exciting, and it's so kind of far removed from most things that people would normally associate with going to the theatre. It's a terrific thing you're doing, honestly.
It's just great for the community to get involved in something and to learn something new. Or even if it's something that you've kind of wanted to try out, then this is kind of the way to dip your toe in, I guess.
Yeah.
And see what it's all about, and for Theatre Clwyd to open its doors to whoever wants to get involved.
Yeah. You take care of yourself, Alice. Thanks ever so much for that.
Okay, thanks,
cheers.
Andy.
Take care. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So there you go, the absolutely fantastic Alice Evans, the community producer up at Theatre Clwyd, and as she says, they are going to be putting on this Project Hush in Mold in September and October of this year. If you fancy getting involved, if you know somebody that would love to be involved in something like that, there are taster workshops, and you can find out more by going to theatreclwyd.com and then searching for Project Hush. I think that's the easiest way. But they're going to be held on the 23rd of April at 6 p.m. at Theatre Clwyd, and the 9th of May 2 till 4 at St Mary's Church Hall. To book a taster workshop, please email Alice Evans, the community producer. That's alice.evans@theatreclwyd.com. And as she says, there are also sign-up sessions on the 30th, the 31st of May. That's 10 till 6 at Theatre Clwyd, and 6th of June. That's 10 till 6 at Theatre Clwyd as well. Fantastic. And as she says, the run is from September the 20th to the 4th of October. 2 whole weeks out of your life. It literally is an experience that money cannot buy. And if you know anybody that's interested in any aspect of theatre, Theatre Clwyd seriously got it going on. And also as well, while we're talking about the what's-ons, the Chester and the Wrexham-based Tip Top Productions are performing Cheshire Cats. Cheshire-based playwright Gail Young's comedy Cheshire Cats will be performed at the 4th till the 7th of March in Theatre Clwyd. Oh, that's next week. That's this week, isn't it? The production will be supporting Nightingale House Hospice, a prominent and important charity providing palliative care services in North Wales. Fantastic. That's the Chester and Wrexham-based production of Tip Top's production, I should say, as they do Cheshire Cats up at Theatre Clwyd as well. Absolutely brilliant. Theatre Clwyd has really got it going on, ladies and gentlemen. Go on, support your local theatres. They will not be there forever if you don't.
It's the Andy Snowden Radio Show. It's the Andy Snowden Radio Show. It's the Andy Snowden Radio Show. It's the Andy Snowden Radio Show.